My name is Mrs. Alexander, and I'm here to work with you today on reviewing syllable division for vowel, consonant, vowel. How many sounded vowels are in this word? Do you see 2? Correct. What happens to your mouth when you say a vowel sound? That's right, your mouth opens when you say a vowel. And what is a syllable? A syllable is an opening of the mouth. Do you see any suffixes or final stable syllables in this word? No. When you pronounce this, your mouth will open 2 times to say each vowel. That means this word has 2 syllables. Let's look at the word. If I put my fingers under the 2 vowels, I see the A and the I. What do you see between those 2 vowels? This is a new pattern. What do you think the pattern's called? Vowel, consonant, vowel. That's right. So usually when there is 1 consonant between 2 vowels, the word is divided before the consonant. Let's go ahead and accent that first syllable because remember, most English words, the first syllable is accented. Then let's look at that first syllable. It ends in a vowel. That means it's open. We'll code it with the macron. Second syllable, that's correct. It is closed. We'll code it with a breve. Let's read the first syllable, bay, and the second syllable, sick. Read it with me, basic. Good job. Now let's look at the steps for syllable division again to remind ourselves. First, we're going to count the number of vowels. We'll check to see if there's any suffixes or final stable syllables. Then we'll put our fingers under the vowels and we'll count how many consonants are between the vowels. Then we will divide. We'll accent the first syllable. We'll code the syllables. Read the syllables without accent. And then we will read it with an accent. So let's try these words. Okay, so how many sounded vowels do you see? Now don't get tricked here. Remember, the letter Y in the final position of a word is a vowel. So we see 2 sounded vowels here. Let me put my finger underneath there. Okay, remember our new pattern? Vowel, consonant, vowel. Where are we going to divide? We're going to divide before the consonant. Okay, we're going to accent the first syllable. Then let's look at our first syllable. What type is it? It's a vowel by itself at the end. So that means it has to be open and it's long. We'll code it with a macron. And the second syllable, remember Y is acting as a vowel, and a Y in an open unaccented syllable is going to make that E sound. We're going to code it with a macron as well. So let's say this first syllable, lay, and the second syllable, Z. Now let's put it together with the accent, lazy. Very good. Let's look at the next one. How many sounded vowels are in this word? Don't get tricked by the final E at the end. It's not sounded. So where are we going to divide it? We're going to divide it after the first vowel, before that first consonant. And the accent goes on the first syllable. Look at that first syllable again. It's open. Code it with the macron. The next syllable, what type is that? Did you say vowel, consonant, E? Good job. We code it with a macron and we cross out that E. Remember, that E is silent. Now let's say the first syllable without the accent, K. And the second syllable, 9. Let's say them together with the accent, K9. Good job. Let's try this word. How many sounded vowels are in this word? You see 2. Let's divide it. Remember, when you have the vowel, consonant, vowel, we divide before that consonant. And we accent the first syllable, as in most English words. That first syllable is open. We'll code it with a macron. What kind is the second syllable? That's right, it's closed. We'll code it with a breve. So we're going to read the first syllable without the accent. Ready? D. And the second syllable, mand. Now we're going to read it with the accent. Demand. That sounds familiar, but not quite right. If it doesn't make sense, do you remember what we do? We change the accent, that's right. Let's try it this way. Remember, we're going to accent the second syllable this time. Let's read the word accented. Demand. That sounds better. That's how you say, I demand your attention. That makes more sense. So, we looked at our vowels. We checked for final stable syllables and suffixes. We looked to put our fingers under those vowels. We counted how many consonants were there. Then we divided. We accented the first syllable and coded the syllable parts. Then we read it without the accent. And we read it with the accent. And that didn't make sense to us still. So number 9, what we added, we changed the accent. So let's look at these words. How many sounded vowels do you see in this first word? See the O and the E. And remember, with our pattern, the vowel, consonant, vowel, we're going to divide between that vowel and that first consonant. We're also going to accent the first syllable. What kind of a syllable is that first syllable? It ends with a vowel, so that makes it a what? That's right, it's open, so code it with the macron. The second syllable type, what did you say? That's right, it's closed. We'll code it with a breve. So let's read it without the accent. Ho. The second syllable, tell. Let's read it with the accent. Hotel. That sounds a little funny. Let's try changing the accent. Now let's read it together with the accent. Hotel. I went to the hotel last night. That makes sense. Let's try the next word. How many sounded vowels are there? Don't get tricked by that U. Remember, the Q and the U is a combination, so the U is not sounded. So the sounded vowels are E and I. Didn't want you to get confused on that one. So we have a vowel, consonant, and then a vowel over here. So that means we're going to divide it by that first consonant. And we're going to accent the syllable. Now we're going to look at that first syllable. It is open, coded with the macron, and the second one is closed. So let's read it this way. First syllable without the accent, E. Second syllable, quip. Okay, let's put it together with the accent. Equip. That doesn't sound quite right. Let's try changing the accent. Let's read it together again. Equip. That makes more sense. Good job. So remember, words with a vowel, consonant, vowel pattern usually divide before the consonant. The accent usually falls on the first syllable. The accent may fall on the second syllable, though. Thank you very much for working with me today. I look forward to seeing you again. Have a great day.